And we also have now Mr. Abdulgani Serang. Thank you very much, Gani Saab, for joining us today. We are very, very pleased.
My pleasure. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Saab. Just wait for a few more minutes for a couple of minutes to people to join in. And we are so honored to have you with us today.
My pleasure. Same here. Thank you.
In the meanwhile, I would just like to introduce to Mr. Abdulgani Serang. I think he needs no introduction actually. Each and every Indian seafarer, and not only Indian seafarer, abroad, everybody knows Gani Saab. And because of the work he has been
introduce Carlo, introduce Carlo.
Sure. No, as you say, Mr. Gani Saab has been a charismatic leader, and he represents the National Union Seafarers of India, which represents more than 100,000 or 1 lakh Indian seafarers, comprises from the merchant navy and the cruise ship industry. He is also associated with the ITF, the International Transport Workers Federation, both the ITF as well as the ITF Seafarers Wing. He also represents, or he's also part of the various international boards as well as national boards such as the National Shipping Board, National Seafarers Welfare Board, Provident Fund boards, and even in fact he's also a trustee of the ITF Seafarers Trust. And you know, you name it, and Gani Saab you'll find everywhere wherever you have to talk about seafarers welfare. So we are so pleased and honored that he's been able to find some time from his very, very busy schedule and been able to join us today. Yes.
Back now. Yeah. Nice to be back again. Yeah. Can you repeat your question, please?
Yeah, sure, Gani Saab. Thank you so much. And so my question is that a lot of seafarers approach the helpline, and you know, they approach in various ways and mention that they have been offered a job to serve on an ITF company, and in that pretext they pay a lot of money to these agents and everything, and then they do not understand exactly what do you mean by an ITF company. So we would like to hear directly from you, Gani Saab, about what is ITF, and is there any ITF company around there, and what exactly is meant by ITF company?
Okay, first, before what is ITF, let us understand what is a trade union. Okay, because then you will be in a better position to understand how the whole thing works. As National Union of Seafarers of India, NUSI, NUSI, we are a trade union representing the seafarers working on board Indian and foreign flagships. We organize the ratings and petty officers on board the ship, including cruise ships and the cargo ships, bulk carriers, and offshore vessel tugboats. We organize those seafarers, those who work on Indian and foreign flagships. Likewise, the Maritime Union of India is an officers' union. On board the ship, you have 2 ranks, officers and ratings. So the Maritime Union of India represent the officers, and we represent, as NUSI, we represent the ratings and petty officers across the board for Indian flag and foreign flag ships. As I said, for all in the ratings and the cruise ships and Adiana cargo ship. Now we are a trade union based in India. We are affiliated with an international organization, which is the ITF, that is the International Transport Workers Federation, which has its headquarters in UK, in London. The ITF is an international body in which the trade unions of 8 different sectors, seafarers, dockers, civil aviation, road transport, railways, inland waterways, these are the unions from the transport sectors, which are collectively affiliated with the parent international organization, which is the International Transport Workers Federation. Now, coming back to the seafarers per se, particularly, we are affiliated with the ITF, and ITF has, along with the views collected by the affiliates world over, like we are a trade union in India, there is a Seafarers Trade Union in India, there is a Seafarers Trade Union in Philippines, There is a Seafarers trade union in Norway, in USA, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Ukraine, Indonesia, Malaysia. There are many trade unions in the respective countries. Now, all of us collectively together, we have decided that there has to be certain standards of terms and conditions for serving on ships. Okay. Now, these standards have been collected and we come under the umbrella of the ITF. So that is what is the ITF. To put it clearly, it is a union of trade unions world over from the transport sector. So that is what is the ITF. Now, to a specific question, what is the ITF company? And these standards, which are decided at the central level, international level, those standards like a particular ship, if it is a national flag, it should have these wages, at least minimum these wages, minimum. We are talking about minimums. If it is a foreign flag, if it is a FOC flag, the flag of convenience, whether it is a Panama flag, Malta flag, these flag vessels which are there, Hong Kong flag, Singapore flag, these ships, if it is a FOC vessel, then they should have these level of terms and conditions. That comes down at the local level, and we as ITF affiliates, both NUSI and MUI, we sign agreement with the local company. So for easy understanding, normally it is called ITF ship, okay? Because these are standards which are formalized by the ITF as a whole centrally, and it flows down to the national level with the national affiliate of that particular country. So whatever agreement we sign for foreign flag, it is in easy terms, it is called an ITF agreement. So that is how people understand. So I hope I have answered that particular question.
Yes, definitely, very clearly you have explained, Abdulgani Saab, and I'm very so. Okay, I have just another one. Actually, since the COVID pandemic has started, and even before, NUSI has initiated a number of welfare schemes for Indian seafarers and their families, and especially in the COVID times, out of the way, the NUSI has helped a number of Indian seafarers in providing them the financial support or medical support and various other issues when they were facing with. So, would you please brief to our viewers about some of these schemes which have been launched by NUSI, and also how can these seafarers avail them?
Yes. See, we as NUSI, we have always, our tagline is from womb to tomb and sometimes beyond. Okay, माँ की कोख से लेके मरने तक हमारा यूनियन का साथ है, and sometimes beyond. Now people ask what is meant by sometimes beyond after the seafarer has died. What? So our welfare activities are also for the families of the seafarers even after their death. And we have been for years, for decades, we have gone from the purview of a normal trade union activity, and we have gone into many welfare activities, of which, like education grants, we have schemes, initiatives for education grant, we have initiatives for medical facilities, we had a scheme for loan for ratings to become officers that we have discontinued as of now, but that was also a very popular scheme, loan scheme from ratings to become officers. Then we have education grants for the families of the seafarers also, and we are also into giving financial assistance and in cases of an eventuality, and also coming out with courses for skill enhancement. That is our USP, one of all, skill enhancement, because seafarers need to upgrade their skills if they have to retain those jobs, which is already, let me tell you, it is very challenging to get jobs from the open market, from where the ship owners has a choice of different nationality. It is very challenging to get, engage with the ship owners, with the ship managers, and bring those jobs to India. both the MUI and NUSI. We have been doing that. We bring the, so how to retain the jobs? So upskilling is one of the way in which we can retain those existing jobs. Now, how to avail those benefits? Welfare activities, which are simple, very simple. Become a NUSI member. Our member ban jaiye, and by default you'll get those benefits. So there is no rocket science in that. Be a NUSI member. कि हमारा जो scheme जो है welfare, it is for the benefit for the seafarers and also the family members of the seafarers who is a NUSI member. Okay. So update, we are very clear in that. We don't beat around the bush. Be a NUSI member, make our union more powerful, more strong, and be up to date in your membership. Don't lag behind in clearing your membership dues. We have so many, because we have one of the best terms and conditions for the seafarers working on our agreement. Okay. And additionally, apart from the terms and conditions which we have been negotiating for the past more than 70 years, both on the Indian flag and foreign flag. Okay, so you will get the benefit of that, number one. Additionally, you will also be getting benefit of the welfare activities which we have initiated. So very simple. If you want to avail those benefits, take interest in the activities of NUSI. There are some benefits, despite our publicizing, making it more awareness. Many of our seafarers are not aware. So हम उसके ख्वाब में जाके तो उसके dream, we cannot go into the dreams of the seafarer, na? That seafarer also has to take some initiative and take some active part in our activity, in the union activities. Okay, whether it is a morcha, whether it is agitation, whether it is general body, seafarers have to take interest also. Many of our seafarers do that. But if some of them don't do that, they cannot creep and cry कि मुझे मालूम नहीं था. When we have facilities which thousands of seafarers and their children are taking, because they are aware and they are actively participating. If some seafarer is not aware, they cannot complain कि मुझे मैंने तो लिया ही नहीं. I have never taken any law. Be actively involved in the activities of NUSI.
Thank you, Ganisa. I think that's very well specified. And all to our listeners, I think please take membership of the union. That's very required, as what Ganisa has just shared with you about the benefits. You can use the benefits and also take active part in the various activities which NUSI is doing to promote awareness among seafarers. And my next question will be, there are, Abdulgani sir, there are still seafarers who say that I don't want to take a union membership. I know besides the benefits they can get from the welfare schemes been launched by NUSI, what are the other advantages that they can get by becoming a member of a union, and how they can benefit out of even in their careers at sea? How does that also impacts?
See, let us be again very clear. As an example, if I have to say, on the foreign flag, the minimum wage we have, as a minimum, it is $1,000. Let's say an ordinary seaman or a viper on a NUSI agreement gets a minimum $1,000 salary. Okay. There are many ships which are not under NUSI agreement. Let's say Bombay, Dubai ka koi jahaz mein hai. They are working on those ships in Bombay, Dubai. That's a viper on that ship or an ordinary seaman on that ship is, let's say, getting $500. Why? The work is similar. The challenges, the difficulties are similar. Why should a viper on a non-NUSI agreement get $500 for the similar type of work? A viper or a motorman or an AB on a NUSI agreement gets minimum, as a minimum, gets $1,000. Why? Is it because the shipowners love you so much? No, it is only and only because there is a NUSI agreement on board. Simple. Because the work is the similar. So if some of the seafarers do not want to want to get NUSI membership, fine. This is the democracy, brothers and sisters, no problem. Then go on the ship which is not having a NUSI agreement. Okay? You cannot eat the cake and have it too. You want benefits of the agreement which NUSI has negotiated, NUSI or MEI, we have negotiated. You want all the benefits of that agreement, but you don't want to be a member of the union. Come on, give us a break, man. No, this is not how it works. Okay? So be a proud member. And again, this is not a fish market. When you become a member, you have to become a member with that passion. It is not a chana kumra dukan just because you give the membership. You have to get yourself involved. Okay? Chana kumre ka dukan nahi hai, union hai, passion hai, junoon mangta hai, junoon. So,
Absolutely.
if somebody is complaining or somebody does not want to become member of union, fair enough. So don't go on the agreement. This is our advice. Don't go on our agreement. Go on some other agreement. Okay? Because this is an agreement which we have negotiated with the ship owner. We have gone out. Okay? It is for the benefit of the NUSI members. One of the best terms and conditions. Okay? Which you will not get anywhere else. Even on the shore, if you're not a seafarer, if you're searching for some alternative job, you will not get such benefit. So we are very happy, we are proud, we're satisfied that we are doing something good for the benefit of our members.
Right. So very, very clearly mentioned about that. And I urge all the seafarers to please take note of these suggestions being made to you, that being a member and being a passionate member is important, and work for it, and also bring in more seafarers to become members of it and avail all the benefits you can get, not only just in terms of the money you might get an increment by working on a NUSI agreement vessel, but also there are a lot of other benefits. Suppose something happens to you, suppose you get abandoned, suppose you do not get wages from the owners, the union is there to help you out and to fight with the owners or the respective authority to get help to you at that. So it's a multifold benefits that you can get by becoming a member of a ITF affiliate union. Kanisa, you also mentioned about something about your skill development. I know this is very, very passionate, and you are very passionate about the skill development of seafarers. It is very close to your heart. I've personally seen you, how much efforts your union and you have personally put in. So if you could also please share something about like why the seafarers needs to keep on upgrading their skills, and what are the different skills when skill upgradation courses been launched by NUSI?
See, skill development, and if you have the technical skill, is very, very important for a seafarer to continue their profession. Okay, I'll give you an example. A general steward or an ordinary seaman remains an ordinary seaman for 6 years, 10 years. After some time, they have to get themselves upgraded. An ordinary seaman has to strive to become a AB and then become a bosun, upgrade. For that you need to have skill. If you are content, gone are those days when a seafarer used to join in a particular rank and after 30 years sign off also, retire also in the same rank. Those days are gone. Okay. There has to be upgradation of your own skill. So an ordinary seaman, if the ordinary seaman is content with becoming an ordinary seaman for 10 years, or a general steward is content just being a general steward for 10 years, example, the next tour of duty, the company might find somebody younger, okay, to do the same job. But if you become an AB, if you become a motorman, if you become a chief cook, if you are a pump man, you are a fitter, your job is secure even till 60 years. I cite this example as a pump man, fitter, welder, chief cook. These are the ranks among the ratings which don't go out of business. Company want them because there is a shortage. Now if a AV or a motorman wants to remain in work, then they have to upgrade them, take the skills required to become a pump man, to become a fitter, or a GS needs to get those skills required to become a second cook and subsequently a chief cook. I've never heard a chief cook, if they have become 58 years of age, still company take a chief cook. I've never heard a fitter of 58 years, company says sorry, we cannot give you next 2 hours of deployment. Same with the pumpman, welder. These are the ranks of how it happens because of the shortage and because of the skills. So our advice to all seafarers, when you're coming ashore, you need to invest some money on your own self. And we also as NUSI, we have a plethora of welfare training facilities. You can take the benefit of that, which are at a highly subsidized or zero cost to the seafarer. We have technical SIG now. On the 25th of this month, we are going to launch a SIG welding course. We are going to launch on the MEME, that is a Maritime English Made Easy course. We are going to launch a course for bridging course from the offshore to the foreign going. All these things are going to be launched on the 25th of this month. So these are skill development courses, which seafarers, they also know it. A GS of 15 years cannot continue, or they will feel the heat that GS, unless and until that GS and OS, I'm just citing as an example, unless they feel the requirement, they need to upgrade themselves into a second cook and subsequently a chief cook or a OS or a wiper to a motorman and subsequent to a pumpman or fitter. They will be working for longer time if they do that. Otherwise, a time will come, then the company will say, you are plus so, your age is there, you have worked with us for so many. So these are challenges which a seafarer will face.
Very rightly said, Ganesh Saab, and I totally agree with you that every person, they need to keep upgrading themselves to keep, their competence level as well, and also their skills enhanced with the changing technologies in place. And these are some of the very good initiatives being launched by NUSI. I urge all the seafarers to please take a look at that and make sure that you keep upgrading your skills whenever you are at home. And whenever you complete your contract, look at it on the website of NUSI. You can contact them. And also, if you're not a member, please become a member of NUSI or any other affiliate ITF affiliate unions. And wherever you are in this world, please, look after yourself. And it is important that, that you take up these proactive steps so that the unions and other welfare organizations can help you out in your difficult time as well. Ganesha, we are so thankful to you to be on this show. But before you go, we have a few questions from the viewers who have mentioned here. So I would urge you, maybe if any seafarer has any questions, please put it up on their comment box. We will be another 5-10 minutes. We'll be just taking time. So there's a question that in 2020, NUSI has launched a campaign to provide employment to fresher GP rating course. And will they resume such campaign in 2022?
See, let me make it very clear to the freshers. The jobs, compared to the jobs, there are much more times, so many times over and over, freshers who are chasing those limited jobs. Okay, and there are many agents, touts. Chirag, you did touch upon that in the earlier session when we started. So that is an important point which we may want to make it known to everybody, that be very clear on all NUSI agreement. When we sign the agreement, our point with the signatory whom we signed is very clear that there will be no service charge whatsoever to be taken from any rank of seafarer. Now, despite that, with whom we sign an agreement, we are making it very clear. Okay. Despite that, there are reports that money is still changing hands, agents are involved, because we don't live in an ideal world. To the extent possible, we try to control it. But there are money changing hands. Even on our agreement ships also sometimes we hear report, and there are so many companies with whom NUSI does not have an agreement. They openly charge money. So to the freshers, let me tell you, nowadays the rate which is going with the agents, I am told it is 3 lakh, 4 lakh of rupees. A fresher comes out of the institute, and through this session, through the ISWAN session, let me make it clear and advise the freshers particularly, don't fall into the trap of the agents. Don't give us your sob stories. We don't want to hear your bloody sob stories, okay? You are an individual, you should know, you should plan your own life. You all give agents 3 lakh, 4 lakh rupees. You guys think that is the only way you will get a job. No, you're wrong. You will get fleeced by the agents, and we have so many day in and day out. We got complaints from seafarers. वो agent ने 3 lakh रुपया ले लिया. That agent has taken 4 lakh rupees. That agent take 5 lakh rupees. So we very clearly कि उसको देने के टाइम पे हमारे को पूछा था क्या? क्यों दिया? Why did you give the money? It is not that you guys are not aware that people are getting fleeced, but despite that, you all give, and you get stuck. And many of in some cases, the seafarer has gone through an agent, got abandoned, or languishing in jail because of the ship in which they were working, had some drugs or arms or ammunition, and the seafarer is stuck. At times, to bring back the seafarer, the family of the seafarer has to give the agent again money to get the seafarer back. All these things have been happening. What we advise again to the freshers particularly, don't waste your time, because the fresher comes out of the institute, and now this open CDC is also there. That is another headache. Okay, when seafarers, trainees who have done 6 months training, they are not getting the jobs. How will an open CDC guy get it? So if freshers think that the way entry is just by money, give 3 lakh, 4 lakhs and you get selected. No. In spite of doing that, and they spend a lot of time after the training. They are roaming around in the seaman hostel in Mumbai or Chennai, wherever they are roaming around 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. That is happening. What is the use? Why don't you are the freshers also responsible for the pain which the family is also going through. Somebody has sold their land, their jewelry, taken loan and given money to the agent. Now, instead of giving money to the agent, what my advice to the fresher is, again, enhance your skills. Do a 6 months 6G welder fitter course, okay, and improve your English. These are the 2 things. After doing your 6 months training, don't be in a rush to go on the ship. You will not get it. There are up to number of hundreds and hundreds of instances where the seafarers, the trainees have done the training and they are searching for job for 2 years, 3 years. Nothing happening. No mama, no papa. So instead of that, you have to do, after you do a 6 months training, do a welding fitting course of 6 months. That course is going to cost you. Yes. Do it from anywhere you want. That course is going to cost you, let's say 60,000, 80,000 rupees. It is going to cost you. But still it is 60,000 and 80,000 rupees which you are spending on your own self. You are not giving the agent any money. But many of the freshers, and I'm sure those who are listening or those who are going to listen, they have paid money to the agents and they have their sob stories. So please don't come with sob stories. We are not responsible for you guys. We are advising you. So you guys better take those advice. Okay. But many of the freshers, they want the easy way out. Because when we tell them do a course, welding, fitting, 6 months, it is a lot of effort. You have to go in the morning to the training college. You have to go in the institute. You have to learn welding, fitting, arc welding, gas cutting. You have to learn it. You have to come, evening happens, then in the evening you go home. Next day again you come to the institute, learn. Evening happening, go home. In the evening, next day again come. All this requires hard work and passion for 6 months. But freshers, they don't want to do that. Okay, it is costing them 60 to 80,000 rupees, but still they don't want to do that because it involves work. They are willing to roam about for 2 years, give money to the agents, and get stuck with the agent rather than do the course which we suggest. So for the freshers, the opportunities are there, but you need to be aware how you take those opportunities. Invest money on your own self rather than giving to the agents. And do some skill course, welding, fitting, and English speaking. These are the two, so it will enhance your skills. You have to have something extra. In your class, let's say the freshers, there were 120 students. What is different in you? You as a person. If you have some extra courses, definitely it will help. So this is our clear advice to the, and come to us. Come to us, we will help you if you have those technical skills. And good companies, they are waiting and they are willing, they want such people with whom NUSI is having an agreement.
Absolutely. So I think this is a very, very valid point, I think, and this is the need of the hour as well, Gani Saab. And ISWAN, together with the DG Shipping and NUSI, other maritime unions and industry, we launched this campaign to sensitize seafarers to not pay money to the agents. And we received a number of calls from the seafarers mentioning the same thing, that I have paid money, the agent has gone away, they're not picking the calls, or I have been sent on a vessel which is unseaworthy. And thereafter, they ruin their entire careers.
Those who called, did they not know that this is happening, this is rampant in this industry? वो दूध पीता बच्चा थोड़ी है, उसको मालूम है, उसका पड़ोसी भी ऐसे फंस गया, तो उसको फंसने का तो फंसो. What we are telling, improve your skills, hard skills, improve your skills and English. But who wants to do that? Okay, so this is what is happening.
After listening to you today, the seafarers will definitely.
See, our job is to give advice. We are very clear.
Exactly.
हमारा advice लेना है तो लो, नहीं तो छोड़ो. I'm not responsible for you. You came in this line on your own, okay? And if you get stuck, and we are advising you, we are here to help you. There are so many companies who want skilled seafarers. You could be one of them. And the agreement which we signed with the company, once you are in the company, you are there for good. So invest money on your own self rather than giving it to the agents.
Absolutely. Very well said, Gani Saab, and I'm sure seafarers will definitely follow that. Please invest in yourself. We keep repeating the same thing with all of you. We are very sure that, if you are skilled better, if you have better knowledge and expertise and experience, the job will come to you on its own. You don't have to worry about that. Things will fall in place. May not be today, but please be hopeful. Please learn, keep learning, and you will get to know about it more better. I think you will definitely excel in your life and careers. So thank you so much, Gani Saab, once again for joining us today in this live session. We are so pleased to have you here, and really appreciate the time and the advices you have given to the seafarers. Thank you so much. And we also wish NUSI a very good luck for keep doing our wonderful work for the seafarers community. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and it was also my pleasure to be here. We are all aware the good work which ISWAN is doing, and Chirag Bari, you have been key in whatever activities of ISWAN is there, and we wish you all the best and take care. And we would want more and more synergies between ISWAN and NUSI. It has been always been there. We want to further go ahead with our synergy. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you once again. Thank you. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye.